I'm on the SL7 going from, this is one of the longest routes in London, I think, going from Heathrow towards Croydon, and I've got another guest with me, so I'm just going to pass you over so she can introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Hina Bokhari and I'm the Liberal Democrat London Assembly member.
Okay, Hina, so what was your last bus journey and what was it like? Tell me about it.
So recently I was on a bus journey in Jersey. The kids wanted to go to Jersey Zoo, and it's one of those times where you thought, getting a bus by public transport in an area that they're not familiar with is a great way to see the area. We saw lovely beaches on the way there, but what was really lovely about that bus journey was seeing the local people and how they used that bus. There was an elderly lady who was getting onto the bus, and opposite her, a group of young lads then got on the bus as well. And they were chatting and they were drinking and things like that. The old lady said, no, there's a sign there, you shouldn't be drinking on the bus. Instead of getting all shirty and loud and how do they said, oh yeah, absolutely. They were so respectful and so lovely to the lady. Then they had a wonderful conversation. They were chatting all the way through on that bus journey. And I think that's one of the most poignant things about bus journeys. You can have these kind of conversations and you can meet different people. So that elderly lady, who may have done that bus journey many times, having that conversation with those young people on the bus, I thought was just a wonderful thing to see. And as the journey developed, you could see the conversations changing. They were talking about all sorts of things. So I loved it. It was so nice to see.
Hi then. So Hina, what's the daftest, funniest, ridiculous thing you've ever seen on or from a bus?
I think the darkest thing that I've seen on a bus is probably the experiences that I had when I was a student, getting on the bus, getting off the bus, late night, coming back from a fun night with my friends in central London, and what we always tended to do was sing very loudly on the buses. And I think there's a lot of Swifties out there who could resonate with that. The fact that you can just feel so much joy and fun when you're going out in London, then getting on a bus and continuing that experience is something that is so unique to the bus journey. So singing loudly, singing proudly, and being really proud of our singing voices on a bus.
Regardless of quality.
Regardless of any quality or any talent.
Oh. Okay, how about a really lovely time on a bus, a really lovely journey? Obviously you had a whale of a time with the singing, but in terms of just seeing something that made you feel great, tell me about that.
I think one of the best experiences I've had on a bus is when I'm out with my children, and I really love the experience of being able to educate my children about the local area that we're visiting, and so we always try to do open top bus tours, so wherever we go. So one of the best experiences I had was actually in Bath City. It's such a great way to see the city and you learn about the city. You can see it from a different perspective as well, and just the fun of being open and out there, even if it's raining, even if it's awful weather, you still have a lot of fun. And I love the fact that we can learn about our city in this way, and seeing all the cities across our lovely country in a way that's educational and entertaining.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a special gift now. You can have a magic bus to take you wherever and whenever you want in the world. Your choice. Where is it going to take you and why?
My mum is Pakistani, and she was talking to me the other day about her childhood in the mountainous areas of Pakistan and India, a particular place called Quetta. And if there's anywhere in the world I'd love to go on a bus and see the beautiful scenery that's around there, it would be there. It's not the most easy accessible places to get to, so that's why I would want my magic bus to go there.
Fabulous, thank you. Okay, so we're on a Superloop section. What do you think of Superloop, but just as a concept? Are you in favour of it?
The Superloop is what it is in its name. It's about connectivity. It's about making sure that we're connecting not just our city, but also the people around us. And that's the beauty of the Superloop. It's making sure that we have people who really need an accessible bus that's easy, that's able to connect to the areas that we need to get to. And this being the bus, particularly going to Heathrow, is such a popular bus, and it's so vital and it's so needed. It's a busy bus, there's a lot of people here. It just proves just how important it is.
So people don't necessarily think about the social importance of bus and how it connects people to everything in life. What do you think about the social importance of it?
One of the most shocking and saddest things I learned about bus journeys is that 1 in 4 people get a bus just so they can have a chat with somebody. And that means that loneliness is a real problem for our city of London and wider. And the fact that somebody wants to get on a bus just so that they can see somebody else, meet somebody else, have a chat, even if it's just to say hello to the bus driver and thanking them for the journey. That means that there are a lot of people out there who need the bus not just to get from A to B, but need the bus just so they can get out of the house and have someone to talk to. That's 1 in 4 people. I think that's so sad, but also just so important for us to understand the importance of bus journeys. It's not just about transport, it's not just about getting from one place to another, but it's also about people, and people matter. One of the things that I've learned more and more about bus journeys is just how important it is to so many different people, but particularly some of our most vulnerable people in our society. There are so many people who are dependent on a good bus service, and if there's anything that I would love to see happen in our bus services to improve it is accessibility. I want our buses to be for everybody, whether you've got a condition with your health, or you have a disability, or whether you, like myself, have a dodgy knee. You want to be able to get onto a bus and feel like you've got that access. I also want it to be easy, and I want to be able to understand the bus routes and know which bus I'm getting on and getting off, and making it a fun and entertaining and enjoyable experience is all part of it. So thank you to everybody who's working so hard to making our bus journeys wonderful. I love the fact that we've got electric buses and I can charge my phone. And all of these things are just so wonderful. Let's make sure that our buses and public transport is accessible to all and a wonderful way to get around London.
Thank you.